Hi Aries, welcome. This is going to be your reading. My readings are timeless, so I just trust that whenever you find this, that's when it's for you. So Aries, when I was meditating for the collective, I was getting messages about breaking free from bondage, or breaking loose from a problem possibly. This is also about new ideas about money, travel, job opportunities. I don't know if that's something that has been a focus for you or you've been kind of looking into, but I feel like there is something dawning here or dawning on you, like something dawning on you. And it's like, why didn't I see that before? Or like seizing an opportunity of some sort that may be presented to you, okay, during the time frame that you watch this reading. But let's get into it and see. So you have the Ten of Wands here. Not my favorite card. The Ten of Wands is all about hard work, but it's also kind of a struggling energy. It is heavy. It is feeling burdened or bogged down. I don't know if you've got a lot going on just in life in general or in the work environment or in relationships. This could be any area of your life. But it's almost like there's a payoff here, Aries, and that there is this need to stay grounded, right? And some of you, it's like comfort zoning or, being in surroundings that are comfortable to you. You also have the card of love. So love is showing up as a focal point as well, and we will get deeper into that. What else for Aries? Let's get one more. What is the focal point? And then you have the card of spirituality, getting in tune with your emotions, feeling gratitude, okay? So I almost feel like a sense of gratitude coming through for any struggle you've been through or burdens you've been through, as it's kind of helped you ground yourself in a way. It's helped you open up yourself and open your eyes to a bigger picture of life, to love, to spirituality, to the bigger picture. So I feel like you're getting like a snapshot of something that's larger than you, bigger than you. Awakening type of vibe here. Some of you are going through a spiritual awakening. But let's go a little bit deeper and see. You have the card of experience. How did I call that? Called that slowing down. So I love the saying that words don't teach, only life experience does, because that's so true. Like, you could receive advice or give advice to your blue in the face, but we never reach our own true understandings until we go through it. Okay? Until you yourself have the experience, words do not teach. So there's been some sort of struggle here or life experience, Aries, that you're going through that is teaching you about you and about life and about how life works, and maybe even taking you on to a new experience. With the Queen of Pentacles, there's also like this slowing down energy. I don't feel like, Aries, you being in this space of your life right now where you should be making any rush decisions or impulsive decisions. I actually feel this is a time period of kind of slowing down, being in the now moment, kind of appreciating where you're at in general. You have the Fool under the Ace of Cups, but this is actually the card of Aries. This is also the card of taking a chance. Some of you taking a chance on love, while also becoming the master of your own craft. Some of you are graduating spiritually from being the student to the teacher, right? But just so you know, you go student, teacher, but then you're the student again, the teacher. Like, it's a never ending learning process. If you're living, you're breathing, you're learning. Okay. You're experiencing, but I feel like some of you have ascended possibly one of the areas of your life where you once were the student and now you are the teacher, and it's through your own life experience, right? I always say, like, the best teachers are not those that talk a lot, it's those that demonstrate who they are through their actions, through what they've lived, okay? So let's see what the cards have gotten out for my Aries and go deeper and see what else can we expect. Aries. I've had that song stuck in my head. I just did a private reading. Something so out of the ordinary. First thing this morning. Yeah, that's been in my head. So Ace of Cups here. Ten of Swords, the Two of Pentacles. The King of Swords. Okay, so I feel like some of you, what the struggle was around was maybe love and relationships. There is like also this restrictive energy here, or this kind of going back and forth vibe, needing to listen to your intellectual self. More than your heart. Hold on, let me get all the cards. Yeah, so as we go a little bit deeper here, Aries, the story is getting a little more interesting. Three of Cups. Seven of Swords. So, I feel like it's just a little bit more complicated than maybe I thought, or maybe you thought. I don't know. There is like this back and forth desire going on here, and this is coming in the emotional self, maybe there is taking a chance or maybe even foolish behavior around relationship or relationships. I also feel like, but you've come to know better. Like, I feel like you know better based on prior experiences on what to do about this or what to give your attention to. There is like this need to use discernment here. The Seven of Wands always gets me because it looks like this person is being struck by lightning. But I take it as an epiphany. So I also feel an epiphany coming through. There is also this need here, like, remember I was talking about being the student? This is the student. So in love, if there's been struggles there, you have been the student, right? And you are learning from those experiences. But I feel like it's about taking those experiences and transforming that into being the teacher, to where you now have a more keener awareness of how you feel and where you stand when it comes to another person or other people. And I feel you using that to your advantage, Aries. So if there's been this back and forth in relationships or involvement of other people, I feel like you know better. I'm kind of, I'm getting so many messages, just stick with me. There's also this message here about giving a second chance or second chances or something. If you're giving a second chance, if you're in this group and it's in matters of the heart, weigh it out carefully, be discerning, pay attention as well, right? Don't just be like blindly jumping into something or blindly trusting without using what you've learned, Aries, from your past. Okay. This could also be like leaping into, for some of you, like making impulsive decisions, possibly around job or finances. This isn't the time, like I said earlier, to take impulsive action. This is the time to slow down, to be analytical, and to almost let things kind of unfold by themselves before you make a decision. with the Eight of Swords here and the Five of Swords, this is absolute exhaustion showing up here. And if you've been feeling, Aries, in a place of absolute exhaustion, it's because there's kind of like this discomfort showing up or tension in the body that could be released easily by simply refocusing your attention or spending time doing things that make you feel more at home, in tune, comfortable, etc. So there's multiple things happening here all at once, and I feel a little scattered, but the reading also feels a little scattered. I don't know if you feel a little pulled in too many directions or a little bit scattered yourself. Yeah, the Two of Cups here. Like, I feel like when it comes to love, relationships, or romance, or a specific situation, there is like this very restrictive energy around it, this very back and forth feeling that I'm getting, and this need to use your logic, use your discernment, because you are the teacher, but in some ways you are also the student still. Okay, because I do feel like there's a life experience coming through that is going to teach you something. And I also feel a sense of, like, the Five of Swords to me is confliction, rejection, loss, that type of energy. And this is showing up heavily around partnerships, relationships, even business connections for some of you. But for a lot of you, this is a significant relationship that's being highlighted. And yet there's an epiphany in all of this for you. There is mastery in all of this for you. Like, and I don't want you to see a relationship or relationships as a game. That's not necessarily what I'm getting, but they are kind of showing, I'm getting a visual of like a video game. Like, but it is kind of like that because it's all in how you think about it. It's all in how you perceive it and how you play, you know, with those thoughts or play the game, right? It's almost like a lot of you were playing the game of life, but you didn't have the rule book. Like, you didn't know how to work the damn controller. And then through life experience, right, you now have the playbook. Like, you know exactly which buttons to push, if you get what I mean, Aries. And I feel like use that to your advantage because you're smarter now. You have the Devil here and the Emperor. So the Emperor is Aries energy. This is like bound and determined to kind of be in your power, be in your confidence, but be careful that's not going so far as to like being in control to the point that you're trying to control circumstances or others, especially if you're coming from a low level vibration, because that will backfire on you. With the Devil here, and we got some shadow work going on, okay? Again, you're going back and forth from being the student to the master, back to the student, back to the master, back to the student. So make sure you're not playing games with yourself, Aries. And then with the Sun here and the Queen of Wands, there is a positive outcome though, if you will allow it. If you will allow it. Okay? So I feel, Aries, that you're going to figure this out. But it's going to be through the experience and nothing else. Like, you're going to have to let yourself live it and feel it and move through it and then find yourself on the other end just fine. And some of you want to future project. You want to know what it's going to be. And it's like, no, you've got to live it. Like, and they also want you to be open to the experience and what you'll learn along the way. So if there's any resistance towards a person, a pathway, or something you've got going on, that resistance is from kind of bucking against the current rather than just going with the flow of what is occurring in your life and just letting yourself find out through life experience. And I also got the term fuck around and find out. Sorry. You know, like sometimes we just gotta fuck around and find out, you know? I don't know. Or maybe that's geared towards somebody else. I don't know. Some of you wish a person would. Especially if you've been done wrong or whatever, but is that the pathway to your freedom? I don't think so. I think that's your shadow speaking there. But yeah, Aries. Wow, this is a really complex message. I'm at 18 minutes. So I'm going to break it down one more time, okay, to try and simplify it for my brain as well. There seems to be some burdens here, but Spirit's wanting you to find comfort. There's also love showing up and tuning into your spiritual self or a spiritual connection. And yet you need to learn from your life experience, and you need to slow down and not jump into anything. Especially if it comes to giving second chances, you need to be discerning, you need to weigh it out, but ultimately follow your heart. When it comes to matters of the heart, Aries, I do feel confliction here. The Eight of Swords is like not really being sure of which direction to go in, and this essence of like bouncing back and forth but needing to use your logic. You're learning something through all of this. Some of you it's through rejection or some sort of loss. But I feel that there is support here in the energy for you, Aries, and they're also heavily highlighting others and other relationships. There's some shadow work to be done. This is more around, the shadow work is about not trying to control events, but rather allowing others to do and be them and for you to do and be you. And the term let them comes to mind. There's a soulmate connection here as well showing up. There is a positive outcome as well, and like this tapping in to who you truly are. So, woo! There you go. There's the whole tarot reading summarized in 1 minute or less. So let's see, what's the advice then for my Aries? What's the advice? Something so loud. Okay, you have two. The card of receive and the card of vulnerability. This is confirmation that you're seeking to tread into the unknown, unfamiliar territory where decisions are based more on intuition than rational thinking. Don't let fear hold you back or allow a misguided sense that feeling vulnerable is somehow a negative condition. Receiving, you are a kind and loving soul who constantly reaches out and gives to others, but now it's time for you to learn how to graciously receive. Just as with the ebb and flow of the tides, the art of giving and receiving is natural law and order of the universe. Wow, beautiful reading. Gonna leave it there for now, Aries. Zodiac signs that you may be connecting with or having your own chart. I've got Leo, I've got Aries. I have Sagittarius, I have Capricorn. Capricorn again, Aries again. I have air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and Taurus. Those are the primary signs that I'm seeing to keep in mind. It is a general reading, so only take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it resonated, please let me know in the comments below. And also, follow me on Facebook. Tarot Time with Dana is the name of my Facebook. I go live there pretty often. And for funskies, you can follow me on Instagram, also Tarot Time with Dana, and TikTok, TTWD24. So check me out. I'm wishing you guys all of the best. Comment below. It helps keep me in the algorithm and lets me keep doing these free readings for you guys. So show your girls some love, and wishing you all the best. Till next time, my friends. Namaste.